says, hi, Heidi and Jess. Hi, everyone. How are you guys doing today? I am here with Heidi and Kaylee and Sue and Deb. They are here. Lisa is in Scotland right now, having the time of her life, I am sure. Although she did text me last night with a work-related, statement or such. And I said, aren't you on vacation? But yes, we will do that when you get back. So, she's always, I guess, on point with that. So we hope she is having a wonderful time, and we'll be back next week for Alive, and I am sure she will tell you everything about her trip. Now, what are we going to do today? We're going to do some announcements. I'm going to talk about Unity, and we are going to give you a teaser for Primitive Christmas, which is just 2 weeks away. Can you believe it? 2 weeks. And then I'm going to be showing you what I have been doing this past summer. I haven't gotten a lot of quilts done or samples done because I have been busy canning. So I will talk a little bit about that because that's kind of what I know best around here. And thought, something a little bit different. Is there any questions around here? It's hard for me to read. It's really weird for me to be on this side and sitting. I'm always standing, which makes me feel a little bit more comfortable than the sitting. It seems such a more formal than what I normally do with comments sold. No questions? Perfect. If you guys have any questions, just hit it up there and we will answer them as we see them. So let's start off with some up and coming events. I just told Heidi she needs to get a new binder for me.
If Lisa would quit throwing it around.
So let's just start off with some announcements, and then we will go into Unity, since we have a super cool card in here, and we have somebody who did not sign their name. So please let us know who that is when we get to that point. So we are going to start off with the Featherweight Club. The next one for that one is December 1st. Can you believe we are almost to the end of the year? You can come and join us for the Featherweight Club, and that is December 1st. Then we have Bernina Social. That one is December 1st as well. We always combine the old with the new on that one. So come on in. What else do we have? We have 2 sit and stitches left for the year. We have November 25th and December 2nd. Come and finish up those Christmas presents, those last minute gift items that you have to do. Cross Stitch Club is December 3rd. And I'm sure that'll be a little bit of a Christmas party for y'all. We have rug hooking coming up on November 9th and December 14th. Wool Club is going to be November 12th and December 17th. Come and join Sharon on that one. Like I said, these are all opportunities for you to come and finish up gifts that you may have or projects you want to finish for the holidays. And you know what? If you can only join us, say it's for a wool club, we will not penalize you if you want to come and sew on something else. You are more than welcome to do that. Just because it's a wool club or a cross stitch club, if you have, we lost you. Lost me. I'm right here.
Testing.
I'm not wearing a skirt today, so we're good. I don't need the little blanket. All right. We back? Everybody can hear me? All right. So as I was saying, just because it is a wool club or a cross stitch club, if you have stuff that you need to stitch on, it doesn't have to be wool. It doesn't have to be cross stitch. Come on and join in on the fun. We have Stitchers Gathering Club coming up. That is November 17th. Now that is all hand stitching with Joanne.
You're still good. They can hear you, but I'm going to switch out.
I guess at least we're on, right?
Yeah.
That is Joanne's hand stitching. That is a hand stitching group that they have. And they do not meet in December. So come on and join them in on November 17th. Okay, Primitive Christmas, like I said, it's 2 weeks away. You have until Monday to get your spot for your lunch. So if you're coming Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, and you want to enjoy a lunch over at the retreat house, I encourage you to sign up for that ahead of time. They are $12 if you pre-order. If you come on, let's say Thursday, and you want to sign up for the potato bar, it will be $15 if tickets are still available. So it's first come, first serve at that. Just remember, I can't guarantee that we will have food for you if you don't pre-order for that. So we have a potato bar on Thursday. On Friday, we have hot beef. And on Saturday, we have a taco bar. And lunch is served between 11 and 1 over at the retreat house. We'll also have the cookies and the apple cider and all of that goodies, along with the Scrappy Quilt Show. Now, with the Scrappy Quilt Show, we have over 100 quilts here already. And I think you have a little bit longer in order to get it to us. I can't remember when the cutoff was. The Scrappy Quilt Show? Was it already cut off? Okay. So we have, I think last count was like 112. So it is going to be absolutely stunning at the retreat house this weekend. Just remember, yes, you will be able to see the Scrappy Quilt Show, but that will not be until after the first of the year. Okay, what else do we got? Remember, Primitive Christmas, like I said, was November 20th through the 23rd. Now you can come into the store the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd. The 23rd is online only. So on that Sunday, we have all hands on deck picking orders and making sure that we can get those out to you as soon as we can. I will also let you know that phones do not ring on Saturday and Sunday here. So please make sure that if you have any questions or if you're having problems with your order during Primitive Christmas, email us and we will get back to you as soon as we can. Don't worry, we want to make sure that everyone enjoys this Primitive Christmas with us. Now, what is Primitive Christmas for those of you that are asking? Anybody asking? Okay. There's no questions over here, so I can't really see. Oh, okay, perfect. I see that there. So we have a QR code with the little ducky on it. That's super cute, by the way. Is for if you want to go directly, you can scan it and it'll go directly to our website and get you ordered for whichever day you are coming to visit us. And it is available for you online or in the store for Primitive Christmas. And if you spend $40 or more, you are going to get some free patterns and a free kit for something. And we have a ton of stuff for you this year. And I can't wait to show you some of them that are sitting here. Now, I'm not Lisa, so I'm not going to show you the whole thing. You're only going to see bits and pieces. I'm true teasing here. You won't get to see that until probably Wednesday night, Thursday morning for you guys. Let's see what else we got here for announcements. Lisa is going to be in France May 15th through the 23rd, just like she is doing right now in Scotland. You can join her there. I've been to Paris 3 times. Go, it is amazing. What else do we have here? And that is a second tour. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to Unity. Okay, I have 3 cards here for, this is probably why it gets bent, right? I just bent it, so it's me. I've only done this once so far. Remember the other time we couldn't get logged back on? Okay, so Unity is finishing up soon, right? We've got a couple weeks left, maybe like 10. Okay. Well, it says Unity winner 42, so if we have 52 weeks. Yeah, so we have about 10 more weeks. Okay, this one is from Carol from Holdbridge. I know it was hard. Holdbridge or something like that? From Nebraska. Thank you. She said, I'm doing Unity and love this sew along from Nebraska. It is turning out beautiful, isn't it? I love on Stitch with Lisa all the different colored backgrounds. The cheddar one is absolutely amazing, by the way. I never would have thought to throw cheddar as the background for it. We have another one here that is from, it's from Larson, Wisconsin. No, you're looking at the address. Oh, I am looking at the address. Oh my goodness.
So that one came from Michigan because it came through, I just put a note on there. There's
Grand Rapids.
So it went through Grand Rapids. She asked the question that you're about to cover, but then forgot to sign her name. So and where she's from, so I can't pin the board.
So if you know that this is your postcard, email Heidi N at primitivegatherings.us and let her know who you are. Because we would like to put the little pin in, right? So this one has a question. She is in the wool subscription box and is also doing our summer romance. And she is having problems finding the thread numbers of most of them. So Valdani comes from Romania. It's all hand dyed from Romania, and then it goes to Canada, and then it comes to us. We have a minimum order that we need to order from Canada in order to get it to us and have shipping covered. So we can't always, when one thread is out, we can't always just grab one or call up and have it shipped to us. So we have to have a large order in order to get to us. We do try to get those in as much as possible, but I think one of the things too is maybe having a problem finding them. Could be when you go to the website, you type in, say, 536, because that is a number of a thread. You're going to come up with everything that has a 5, a 3, and a 6 in its basis. So it does make it a little bit harder to do that. Always remember when you are typing into the word search or into the search engine, when it says, when there is a letter in front of it. So that O, so if it's 0536 or 0775, that is not a 0, it is an O. So you need to type 0775 or whatever in front of that in order to make it come up. If you put a 0, it's not going to recognize that it is a Valdani thread for you. And you may come up with 1,000 different options. So do remember that, the P12 in there, those are always very helpful in there. Also type in Valdani. That helps as well. Do I have any questions at all? I can't see any of the things on the side, so I just want to make sure. Normally, I'm the one monitoring them, so.
Yes. Says, I'm guessing the answer is no, but on the instructions for Twilight Gathering, it says that if we do not purchase the pre-cut berries, are those something we can purchase this time around?
Okay, so the pre-cut berries, we do not have pre-cut berries for Twilight Garden. We cannot find anybody who can do those. And I do believe in our Stitch group, we did kind of address that, and a couple people did chime in that they've used punches that they've found on Amazon for that. And when we did have the berries, they were not perfectly round. You did have to punch them out a little bit and kind of trim them up. So they weren't, while you guys paid extra for them, they weren't really exactly worth having all of them all at one time. So if you take them block by block, it's a lot easier than thinking, oh my God, I have to cut out 300 little itty bitty half-inch berries. I don't even know how many you have to do. But I would just suggest to take it a little at a time for those berries. I saw another one too. Okay.
Do we want to venture into the quilt behind you yet?
Not yet. Quilt's coming up.
Threads for Countdown to Christmas, did they come in yet?
Threads for Countdown to Christmas. They should have come in. So if you are still waiting for threads for Countdown to Christmas, I suggest that you email store@primitivegatherings.us and they will look into that for you.
Do you want to talk about Lisa's Blue Jean project?
What was the Blue Jean project Lisa showed last time? So that was Indigo Revival. And that is the 1-year project that is in our wool subscription box. It is at its end. So if you are not in our wool subscription box, that pattern and that kit will be available to you probably in a couple months. I would guess probably March or so. We will have that as a full kit. If you are in the wool box and you have a certain question about that, let me know. All right. Do we have another? Okay, I have one more little card here, and look at, I love this. Heidi's probably geeking out over this one. She is a bird person, Mr. Meyer. And a pop-up person?
So yeah.
How adorable. I love it. And on the back, it is from Corinne, I think it is, or Connie from Indiana. She says, I'm really enjoying Unity. Thanks so much for the quilt-alongs and the new stuff you guys put together. Thanks for all the hard work you do. I really enjoyed coming to the retreat in March and looking forward to coming in December. We can't wait to see you, Connie. This is awesome. We love these cards. All right. I wonder what we're going to do next year. We haven't even talked about a sew-along for next year. We'll see what's coming down. Maybe Lisa will be inspired. Oops. Okay. Unity winner for number 42 is Lynette Thomas. There we go. Congratulations, Lynette. You have to email Heidi at heidin@primitivegatherings.us, and she will get you your prize to you. Congratulations. Oh, it is Thompson.
I was going to say, I wouldn't be surprised if I wrote it wrong.
This one is Thomas.
Oh, there we go. Gotcha.
Lynette Thompson, you are our winner. Come on down. All right. I did see a question there that said, what would be a good pantograph for Unity? That was way up, so you can leave it right there. You could go with a modern meander if you wanted to. That is the one that we do a lot of. So that one is the square that goes around and around and around. We have another one that is called like Circle Cosmos, and it circles all together. That one is pretty cool as well. If you want Bernina downstairs to quilt it, you can always call them and see what they have suggestions for. But those would be my two ones that I have. Is January a good time to join the wool box? Starting a new quilt since Indigo is finishing. Absolutely, we are starting a new one-year project in there. Now there is a carryover from this year, but as a new subscriber, you are able to get those back issues if you want to join us for Serenity. And Serenity is, I don't think I have any of the blocks here, but Serenity is a beautiful quilt as well. You can probably go back a couple lives and she has little ones up for you. But yes, absolutely. Anytime is a good time to join the wool box because it is a carryover. You always have a new project to start and you have a few that have been going on. All right. Oh, fine. Okay. So this is the American Patchwork and Quilting Cover Queen here. This one is done out of pumpkin spice. Now, how versatile is pumpkin spice? You can have the fall and you can have winter in here or Christmas. Now, this one was done, do you remember, I think it was back in like May or June that Pooja came?
Oh, yeah.
And yes, and I was gonna look that up and I forgot. But Pooja was here and had done a quilt that was red, white, and blue. It was kind of the hexagon one. Like I said, I can't remember what it was called. And I was going to look it up.
Ronnie's Star.
Yes, Ronnie's Star. Good one. And it made the cover of American Patchwork and Quilting. So it is up right now. In there, I believe the kit is $130. We do have them up and available on our website. Now we only have, I think we only have like 28 kits that we are able to sell. It's been up all week because these have been out in the mail. So I don't know how many we have left, but if you do like this, grab it up. It is beautiful, like I said. Can't believe that it is made out of pumpkin and spice. Let's see what the size of this one is. It is called Starry Noel, and that is Starry with 2 R's. I just had the page. 68. And it is going to finish for you at 68 and a half. We do have up on the website, you can order just the magazine if you want. You can order the kit without the magazine, because obviously some of you are getting a subscription to this magazine, or you can purchase it as a kit and a magazine. So just look at those 3 options that are available and grab your one up. Like I said, it is very limited for this one because it is pumpkin and spice, and we've had it for a while. All right. Any other questions about it at all? Speaking of pumpkin and spice, do we know when the Irish chain type quilt Lisa was making and coordinating with the quilt will be hung behind her during the pumpkin spice videos will be released. We are working on a pattern as we speak. I would assume it'll probably be released sometime in December. So not before Primitive Christmas. Lisa is obviously gone for the next week. And then we move into Primitive Christmas. So right after that, I'm sure we will get all of that tied up for you guys. But I do know we have somebody working on that pattern for you. And the video is all set. So it is ready to go. And once that pattern has been proofed and ready. All right. Anything else we got back there? No? Perfect. So we're going to talk a little bit about Primitive Christmas. Like I said, I'm not Lisa. I'm just going to show you teasers. Lisa likes to give you everything. I'm not. So let's talk about what happens here. So starting on Thursday, $40 or more. So Thursday the 20th, November 20th in the morning. You can hop on. We'll have a little icon on the top that says Primitive Christmas Event. You're going to click on that and you're going to see all of the stuff that we have put together for you. We have 3 new wool bundles for you guys. We have some stocking stuffers. We have Valdani stocking stuffers. We have caramels, because of course we have caramels, right? We have the 1 pound caramels. We have the half pound caramels, and they are super cute in little bags because you guys know I love doing the little packaging and things like that. So we have all of that available for you as well. Then what you're going to receive is you're going to receive, for spending the $40, you are going to receive a free kit for one of these ornaments. That's what I'm going to show you. So you're going to get a free pattern and a free kit for the ornament. Now, if for some reason you want a certain one, you can order that, but a random color will be put into your order.
So, just to be clear, there's something on the other side of it.
There is something on the other side of that, but I am not going to show you. That's it. There's something on the other side, yes. You're probably going to see the backside of all of this, and you guys are going to be swearing up the storm with me and not showing you. I see a question. Will there be a kit for the quilt that Vegas Val did a few weeks ago? Yes, there will. So that is another quilt that we have to finish up all the instructions for. When they do go to or do a retreat, a lot of times those quilt patterns aren't officially done because there are testers and they find the little mistakes that we have, and then we got to go back through and rework the pattern. I don't think there was very many in that one, but it all has to come together into a pattern. So that does take a little bit while as well. Somebody said, oh, come on, Josh, show more. I don't know, Tammy. You are going to get, look at, isn't this beautiful? You are going to get a free pattern for this, which can be a wall hanging. Oops, it's upside down, sorry. It was actually upside down. Okay, so you'll get this, and it can be a wall hanging or it can be a pillow. Guess what? We have 50 frames all ready to ship out too if you choose to do a frame for this beautiful project. It's got a tree on it. How about that? Is that good enough? Then you are going to get a free pattern for this beauty as well. And I think Lisa's shown a piece of this, hasn't she?
Too much. I was going to say, she probably showed more than you did. Oh, yeah, she did show a little bit.
She did show a little more than this one. So you'll get a free pattern for this mat. And obviously you can purchase kits for any of these. I'm sorry. I like to have the suspense.
You are literally the opposite end of the
I know. I know.
Even if Lisa doesn't try to show it, what she'll do next is
Lay it right completely down. And then it's like, no. I know. So we have that. You'll get the free pattern for that as well. We have a quilt, which I don't have here. Who did? Oh, I have tons of caramels. Sorry. A little bit better incentive here. I don't know. I have my phone right here and I have nothing. I don't have anything on here. And like I said, she texted me last night, so if she wanted me to show everything, I'm pretty sure she would tell me. I don't know if I would comply though, just so you know. So we have those. We have a quilt that's called a Vintage Christmas. It's absolutely gorgeous. You guys are going to love it. It is not, because we called it Vintage Christmas, obviously, you know, it's not a traditional red and green. It's actually got more of that pinky color to it. So it is gorgeous. What do we got? You are a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Mrs. Grinch, just so you know, Target has had their pajama sets on sale this past weekend. I got the Grinch ones, so you are not wrong there. Next is a mat, which I will tell you, you can see it in its working order, and it has cat hair all over it. I am sorry. My cat has decided that this is like her personal space, and yeah, the back end has all of the cat hair on it. I just have to put the backing on it, and it will be done. What else do we have? We have this one right here. Guess what? Remember how we had Penny Snow Woman last year, and she had all of the pennies were pre-cut and pre-fused? We have another project that is all pre-cut and pre-fused, and I have, this is going to unroll on me. Good. They are all packaged for you. Whoops. Just so you know, I don't like this either. It rolls. It's not very good. They are all pre-cut and pre-packaged for you and ready to go. So we do have that project available for you.
They keep asking about videos for Thankful Life.
There are no videos for Thankful Life. A Thankful Life was done several years ago. And we are just redoing it because it has been one that people have asked us to redo that block of the month several times. So we do not have anything for a Thankful Life. If you have certain questions, definitely we can answer them as you need them. You can send an email to store@primitivegatherings.us. You can always ask them here. And but we don't have videos for that. That was actually pre-video tutorials that we ever did for that one. So we have the pennies that are pre-fused. I have another one that is in the works here. I'm showing you a little more on this one. This one isn't done. This was a last minute add-on. This one is going to be a pillow because we realized we didn't have any pillows in our repertoire this year, and you can't go without pillows. And I'm sure we have one or two more things up our sleeve somewhere. So stay tuned on that one. Are there any questions on any of that? Will you have gift cards or gift certificate discounted before Primitive Christmas? Nope, not before Primitive Christmas. Maybe after. Maybe around, I don't know, St. Nick Day? Maybe. That's my teaser too. What else? Anything else? Okay, so we have finished up with everything that's been going on here and what we've been working on. So some of these are my works in progress. So this little one is one of my works in progress, and the pre-cut pennies was one that I was working on as well. I have not been making quilts or samples for the store that I normally do in the quantities that I have. Oh, I do have one more thing from Primitive Christmas. How did I forget this? So we have a trio set that is going to go on. Okay, I can't do this. So we have the boards here. We've had a couple little series that go on the boards, and there's a trio. And we have added one that goes in between. So a tall one will be in the middle of the two. So there'll be that for Primitive Christmas as well. So if you already have these stands available to you, you'll be able to purchase just the one. And there's projects that go on here. Okay, that's all I got. Whoosh. Toss them over. Scotty wouldn't have yelled at me if I did that. And then we have all those already done. So we are way ahead of the game this year, thanks to Sue pushing us and pushing us and pushing us. So we'll have those readily available, and we are hoping, you know what, we'll be able to get those out to you lickety-split. What is the charity this year? So for those of you that are shopping with us online, the charity for this year is our honor flight. So we are going to be continuing that starting this year. We have doing a lot with American Gatherings 3. If you purchase a fat quarter bundle from American Gatherings 3, $10 of that is going to go to our charity, which is the Honor Glory Flight. And sorry, excuse me. I had some garlic bread before lunch. So we are going to do that this year for our charity. And maybe we have another thing up our sleeve. So stay tuned for next week and we will let you know about that as well. These will all be for sale at Primitive Christmas. Yes, all of those will be for sale at Primitive Christmas, along with some other goodies for you guys. Is that all? Okay, so we're going to move on to what I've been doing all summer long. If I haven't been stitching, because let me tell you, my sewing room downstairs has literally just been a deposit of things that just need to go in there. And I have quilts up the wazoo that I really, really want to get done, and I haven't. And I think some of you know, or I have talked about this before, if you guys are on Comment Sold with me, is I do a ton of canning. And I have a large garden that my husband helps me with. And these are just, I thought I would just bring some of the things that I do. Kaylee is going to show you two of so there's one side of my canning, and that is the other. And then I have 4 more shelves, but they're not as pretty because they're all intermixed with empty cans or my pots and my pans and things like that. Can you put the comments on the side for me? Thank you. Let's see. So I have canned over 650 jars this year, whether they're quarts or they're pints. And let's see. I did not do any moonshine. No, I do not do that. So I just this is just something fun that I enjoy doing for my family. It allows me to control the amount of sugar that is in David's diet, because a lot of you know he is very hyperactive and bounces off the walls. And this just really allows me to control that. Let's see what we got here. So we did 60 jars of pears and peaches. So he eats one of each of these jars a week. We go through those that fast. What else do we do? It also lets me control the dyes that are in his diet and all of our diet to be as well. All of this is organic, so I don't do fertilizers or pesticides or anything like that. We have pineapple juice. This is actually scrap pineapple juice. So when it is on sale at Walmart or wherever I go and get it, that's the one place, obviously, that I can't control the pesticides and such. I will take off all of the outsides of the pineapple and the core. And before that, I bring it home and I actually let it sit in a vinegar base in a bath for usually about an hour. And that helps to take all of the residue off of it. And then I actually have a scrub brush that I go through and I scrub each of the pineapples with. And then once I core them and I take off all the outsides, it goes into a stock pot. And so all of the scraps and all the juices that are left in there, it comes out. So I put water in to fill it, and then I put it on the stove for about 2-3 hours to get all of those juices out of it. And that's what I get here. And then obviously I can the pineapples as well. And that allows, once again, for me to control the amount of sugar that I have in our diets here. Somebody asked, what is my favorite thing to can? What's my favorite canner? So I'm extremely scared of pressure canners. I've had too many people say, oh my God, it blew up on me and all of that stuff. So I actually have a Presto electric canner, and I plug it into the wall and it tells me everything that I need to do. I have a book, or my recipe book that I have at home that I've created, tells me how long I need to pressure can it. And I just turn the dial to how far to pressure can it. I hit enter. It tells me to put the jars in. So you put the jars in with the water, and it actually sterilizes the jars. And then it'll beep at me when it's done for the sterilization. I take them out, fill the jars, I put them back in, I hit enter, It's going to do its thing, and then it'll beep at me again when it's time for me to put the pressure gauge on the top, and then it does its thing. It goes through all of the cycle, it does the cool down, and at the end it tells me it's done, and I just release the pressure and we are good to go. As for like my water bather, you can use that as a water bather as well. But we have a stove that my husband purchased, a gas stove in our garage for me. And I just use an old water bath canner that was my grandmother's. How long does that last you, or do you resell, or do I sell? I actually, most of it is mine. I do sometimes gift it at Christmas time, or if people help us out with something, I do gift it. I give to my family as well, my parents and my in-laws, friends and family. And most of it will be gone by the end of the year, or by the time I'm recanning the next item. So I have like strawberry jam by the time I go strawberry jam picking in June. I may have 6 or 7 jars left, but most of this will be gone. I don't have a steam canner. I have a steam juicer, and that is where I get my, did I bring it? My apple juice. So I use Macintosh apples. They are the juiciest that I've found, or Honeycrisp, but the Macintosh are the best. And this is just straight apple juice. And then this one is a new one because I brought it up here and everyone went, what is that? This is rhubarb juice. So rhubarb juice is amazing. My husband actually likes it. It takes the place of like limeade because it has a tartness to it. Will I be your friend? Absolutely. What can you bring to the table? You got some fruit going? Or this is Concord grape juice. We actually had a customer here, Pat, let me come and pick some Concord grape juice Concord grapes from the side of her garage. So thank you, Pat. And I did make some grape jelly. First time I did it. David is half and half on it, but I figured if he didn't like it, I can use them for my Oreos in the springtime and the summer. So I do have that, but I have the Concord grape juice. I love this. And then, let's see. How many pint or quart jars can you fit in the Presto? So the pint jars I can fit, I believe it is 7, and the pints are only 5. I mean, the quarts are 5. I just did apple pie filling. We have applesauce. So when you use a steam juicer, what happens is you're going to put all of, this is a little bit less informal because I'm down here and not sitting on the couch. So when you use the steam juicer, you're going to put all of your apples. All you got to do is take out the core and the seeds. You put them in whole with the skin on. It goes into the steam juicer. You get this, and then when you are done, all of the top part, which is all of the mash from the apples, I have a colander and a pestle, so pestle and mortar basically, to get them all out. That was my great-grandmother, so I do use that as well. And then we have potatoes. These are great. They're like home potatoes, so once they are done, I can take them out of the can. I rinse them, and then they are already partially cooked. So they are great on the skillet. They're great when we go camping, but they're already like breakfast potatoes. So these are amazing. Concord is the best in the Midwest. They are super good, aren't they? And then we've got, your standard salsa, spaghetti. I make pizza sauce as well. And then I did a bunch of corn this year, fresh corn. And then I'll do like venison stew, beef stew, chicken soup. But I try to branch out a little bit more each year and, try and figure out more. My husband, by the time we are done with everything, he is over it. But he loves the fruit of the labor, obviously. Please do a cookbook. I don't know. All of the stuff that I do is all stuff that's already out there. I just really Google and just try to figure out what best will fit the family and what we are doing. We grow grapes. Also, I make juice into jelly. Yes, absolutely. I wish I had some grapes, but to be honest, I'm a little uneasy about that because that is super toxic to dogs. And obviously we had Tucker pass away, and I don't know, he passed away from something that he ate, and I know they weren't grapes, but that was one of the things that the vet came back and was like, did you have grapes? Because the smallest amount of grapes in a dog, especially a small dog, can be extremely toxic. Do I sleep? I do sleep, but I will tell you I don't sleep as much as I used to. You use a pressure canner. I do use a pressure canner for things that do need to get pressure canned. So things that are low in acid definitely need to do that. So the corn needs to be pressure canned, your potatoes. What else I don't have anything else in here that needs to be pressure canned, but your stews, any of your meats need to be pressure canned as well. Everything else is just water bath. Did 7 rounds of apple pie filling. That is awesome. I did 60 pounds is what I ended up doing myself. So it's definitely a labor of love there. Try tomato jam. I heard that's pretty good as well. I would love to get a recipe. So if you have a recipe, please send it my way. You can send it to Heidi. She'll get it to me. All right. So that is pretty much what I have been doing all summer and pretty much this last fall. I don't want to bore all of you who do not like to can. Heidi is over here like, oh my God. But yeah, I mean, you can pretty much can everything and just about anything. And I love doing it. So if you have some great recipes, please let me know because I love trying everything new. Do I freeze anything? I actually do freeze apple pie filling. And most of the time, though, our freezer is full of venison, meat, and that. So we don't have a ton of room in that. And I do like to do more canning of stuff just in case the power goes out, because inevitably the power will go out at our house probably 2-3 times a year. We do live in the country on 15 acres, so it does happen, and I would rather not have this much food spoil. And it does take a lot of electricity to keep that large chest freezer going. All right. That, I think, is all that I have. Heidi, do you have some winners today for me? All right. And I do know that I will have some venison in my refrigerator or my freezer. My husband got a deer this year, so I'm super proud of him. No, yesterday. All right. So the first one is Linda Hurst. Now, if I call your name, please make sure that you email Heidi n@primitivegatherings.us. It's always US, everybody. So Linda Hurst, Renee Berry, and Christy Yassen, Yaasen. Sorry, I butchered that. I apologize. All right, everyone. I hope you had a good day today. It was a little bit different than what normal. And, I brought in my canning and what I enjoy doing along with everything for Primitive Christmas. We will see you again next week for another Live with Lisa. She will be here in the flesh. She will be telling you, I'm sure, about Scotland. I'm sure she will give you a bigger sneak peek than what I gave you, unless I hide everything from her, which there is a possibility I will do that. But just remember to join us for Primitive Christmas in 2 weeks as well. That starts on the 20th through the 23rd. And Heidi has something.
Yeah, I did notice a couple of people asking in the comments if Primitive Christmas is available online.
Absolutely. We do not discriminate. If you can't get here, go online. We will do it.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
So Primitive Christmas is available to those of you who are online or for those of you that come into the store. We don't discriminate against those of you that can't come to the store. We know there are some of you out there. So do join us for that. And we will have a live, I'm sure, that day. We will have a comment sold as well. So it'll be nice and interactive. And please look for that there. I do have one more thing I did forget. For those of you that have a coupon book from last year, so during Primitive Christmas, you get a coupon book, which is good for 12 coupons, one for each month of 2026. And they are 30% off of fabric off the bolt. They're good for 25% off of wool yardage. There is a coupon out there right now for this week. So for those of you that got the coupon book last year, make sure you check that out because I'm pretty sure that's 30% off all things Primitive Gatherings, but you need to have the code. So it's okay that I tell you that. So please check that out. All right, and that is another reason to have Primitive, or to go join us for Primitive Christmas. All right, are we done? Anything else that I forgot? All right, you guys have a wonderful afternoon, and we will see you again soon, I hope. And thank you from everyone here at Primitive Gatherings, where every stitch tells a story.